They didn't just crucify a man, they crucified the truth he carried, a truth so powerful it shook empires and changed eternity forever. Jesus walked among the people, teaching love, humility, and justice in ways no one had ever dared before. But his words cut deep into the hearts of powerful religious leaders who thrived on control and tradition. He exposed their hypocrisy openly, calling out corruption hidden behind holy rituals and sacred titles. Truth threatened their power, and threatened men with power rarely stays silent for long. Beyond challenging authority, Jesus claimed something far greater, a divine identity that stunned everyone who heard it. He forgave sins, performed miracles, and called God his own Father, claims no ordinary man had ever made. To the religious leaders, these words were blasphemy, a direct attack on everything they believed and enforced. His growing influence spread rapidly, drawing enormous crowds from every village and city across the land. Roman rulers watched nervously as thousands gathered, fearing that this movement could ignite a dangerous rebellion. Both political and religious powers united, not for justice, but to silence a voice they could not control. Then came the deepest wound: betrayal from within his own circle of trusted companions. Denied, abandoned, and handed over, he stood alone before rulers who cared nothing for truth. An angry crowd shouted for his end, choosing punishment over mercy in one devastating moment. But beyond every human reason, every political fear, and every act of betrayal, there was a far greater purpose. He chose the cross willingly, not as a victim, but as a sacrifice made out of unconditional love. Love took him to the cross, grace kept him there, and his sacrifice made forgiveness possible for all of humanity. His story does not end in darkness, it ends in light, in hope, and in a love that still transforms lives today. He was betrayed, beaten, and crucified, but his story didn't end in the grave. On the night before his death, Jesus gathered his closest disciples for one final meal together. He broke bread and poured wine, speaking of sacrifice and an everlasting covenant of love. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he knelt alone, praying in deep sorrow and surrender. Soldiers arrived with torches blazing, and he was betrayed with a single kiss. He was bound and dragged before rulers who demanded his death without cause. Mocked, beaten, and crowned with thorns, he endured unimaginable suffering in silence. He carried the heavy cross through the streets of Jerusalem toward the hill of Golgotha. Nailed to the cross, he hung between earth and heaven, giving his life for all. Darkness covered the land as he breathed his last breath, and the earth trembled. He was laid in a sealed tomb, and silence fell over all who had followed him. On the third day, the tomb was empty, and radiant light poured out, for he had risen. It looked like the end, but it was the beginning of everything. Easter changes everything we know about life. Easter reminds us that death was defeated once and for all, forever breaking its power over humanity. Jesus rose again, bringing victory over fear, sin, and death, giving humanity a powerful and unshakable hope. Because of Easter, forgiveness is freely available to every single person, regardless of their past mistakes or failures. No matter your past, grace gives you a completely fresh and beautiful new beginning starting right now today. Easter is not just about what happened long ago. It deeply shapes how we choose to live today. We are called to live each day with genuine love, clear purpose, and unwavering faith in something greater. Easter gives us hope that reaches far beyond this life, anchoring our souls through every storm we face. No matter what you face today, your story is absolutely not over. Greater chapters are still ahead, waiting. Easter teaches us that even in our darkest moments, God can powerfully bring new and beautiful life forth. From death to life, from pain to purpose, Easter transforms everything broken into something breathtakingly beautiful and restored. If you believe in new beginnings, let this Easter be the moment your new life truly begins today. like, comment, and subscribe to Loudest Faith to grow you faith day after day.